Hi everyone! Tonight I just wanted to jump in and make a video really quickly showing you the Poinsettia Petals stamp set and dies and the Poinsettia Place suite in general, because there's some exciting news. On Tuesday there's going to be a sale, and part of this collection is going to be part of that sale, and I just love it so much. I started playing with it on Friday. I sent out a tutorial to my newsletter, and so I had this stuff out on my desk, and the tutorial was on a card like this. I think I used a different paper, but I've already mailed that one out. But it's similar to this. So if you've signed up for my newsletter, you would have gotten, check your clutter folder or your junk folder if you didn't see it. But my newsletter had a tutorial on this card, and it featured a lot of the pretty Poinsettia Petals items on that newsletter. So that went out, and I wanted to kind of jump in because the Poinsettia Petals stamp set and dies is part of what's going to be retiring. However, they've decided to carry these over to next catalog, which is awesome. However, they will no longer be bundled and 10% off. Like right now, if you buy the stamps and the dies, you'll get a 10% discount, and they're just really gorgeous. And so I kind of wanted to go through these. But part of that whole suite of products, there's a paper collection. Actually, there's 2 different papers that coordinate with this, and some embellishments. Those are all being retired, and they will not be back. So there'll be different papers that you can, of course, mix and match with these other reds and greens. But the papers that are out there right now are meant to go with these dies in a very specific way, and they're going to be on sale. So the Designer Series paper is called Poinsettia Place, and I've used most of it, but I'm going to show you what I can, because I've just kind of at my last little bits here. Got scraps. Okay, it's really pretty. There's greens and reds, of course, and a couple different greens and a nice real red. So I like the papers, but a few of them, specifically the floral. Let me see if I can find some more of the one floral. It's this one, and I hardly have any left. The flower is made to cut out with one of the dies. So it's this die here, and some of the flowers, not all of them, but some of them cut out using, I believe it's probably this one. I've gotten used to finding it, so I think it's this one. Yes, okay, that one. So you can cut it out with the die, and that's wonderful. And this paper pack is going to be 30% off on Tuesday, and it's going to go fast because everybody who has this stamp set is going to want to get more of this paper because it cuts out with the die. And so I think that this particular paper will sell out pretty fast. That's just my guess. I mean, it's just a guess, but that's my real thought. And I think it's really pretty. This paper is gorgeous, and it has greens on the back that you can use for other things, but those pine cones with the little pine branches are really pretty. I love the holly, and then on the back of that one is just a basic old olive green pattern, which you're going to use a ton of. That's easy to use. And then you've got some pine cones on the back of this one. What's on this one? Okay, and then this one, what's it got? Another green pattern. This is garden green, but it's very basic. It's not Christmas, so if you have this left over, you can use it on anything. And I really like these berries, but what I've used it for the most is this wood grain background. So I used it on this one. And another card I'll show you. So the papers are gorgeous and fun because you can use them with the dies. So these are the paper, this paper is going to be 30% off on Tuesday, and I believe it'll go fast. Now there's another paper, amazingly, that goes with this die also. And this one is called Plush Poinsettias, perhaps? Let me see. Plush Poinsettias, yes. So this one, every single poinsettia on this flocked piece can cut out with the die. So on the other one, only a few papers work, but on this one, every poinsettia works, which is really cool. So you can cut out all these plush poinsettias with the dies, or you can leave them on the paper. They're gorgeous. And then there's some small little flowers that you can cut out also by hand, and that one's nice. And then there's another paper that also uses the dies, and that is this one. So you can cut out these leaves with the leaf die, and also these sprigs. I had one, here it is, can be cut out. So you can add these, you can tuck these little flocked sprigs, little winter berries behind your flowers, and that's just really pretty on that. This paper is going to be 50% off, so I believe this one will go fast also. And then there's a third pattern in that pack that's kind of just this scroll work, and that's beautiful. You can use that all year round. So these paper packs are going to, on Tuesday, be on sale, and I believe they will sell fast, so get in on it on Tuesday. And then another thing that's going to be 50% off are these beaded pearls. And these are really beautiful for the centers of your poinsettias, but really for anything. They're gorgeous. So I used them here. So there's a few things in this collection that are going to be on sale, and the wonderful thing is that the stamps and dies are carrying over to the next catalog. So they will not be part of the sale, but they are going to be retired until the next catalog comes out, so they'll be gone for a while. And also this red velvet paper will be gone. This is going to come back too in the next holiday catalog, so it'll be gone, kind of like going into the Disney vault. So it's going to be gone for a while, and it's really pretty, and I think that this red velvet paper would be great for Valentine's Day too. Now what I did is I took one sheet of the red velvet paper and just cut the whole thing out in the with the dies. Now I wanted to show you these dies because there's a couple different ways you can use them, which is kind of what slowed me down. Is I wanted to make a video using them, and then I thought, well, because here's the one I did on a tutorial, and I just stamped. I used the stamped images, and you can see the stamps are bigger than on the box. Like here is, whoops, here is this flower, so you can see it's bigger than the box. Okay, it's a huge flower. And then I cut them out with the dies, and so I stamped on real red paper. But you can also stamp on Whisper White and color them in, and they're gorgeous. Look at that. That one's colored in with blends, Stampin' Blends in Old Olive and Real Red. And so it's the same dies, same stamping, but just colored a different way with cardstock or with markers. So that's fun. So I wanted to show both ways of that, and then I wanted to also show this one stamp that's like a whole flower in one stamp, so you don't have to layer if you didn't want to. You want something flatter. Then I wanted to kind of show a gift card holder because it's Christmas, so I made a gift card holder. So I kept making more samples. Here I made another one. And then I thought, oh, well, I had a, oops, this one's stuck. It's got some gooey on the back because I had it on a, I was going to put this on a headband for my daughter, and I thought it was cute. So you can easily use these flowers on many projects. You can add this to a picture frame. It's a really pretty little paper poinsettia. Now this one, when I cut out the entire page of blocked paper, I had a ton of them, and my plan for these is I have a small little tree. It's about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet, slender little tree that I put on the hall table and at Christmas time, and I think this will be pretty, little pops of red all throughout the tree. So I'm going to make a bunch of these and use that, and here's some small ones, so they're not uniform. But I had a ton of these little baby ones left over, little tiny poinsettia plants, so I made a card with those, and I really think this one's pretty. So I'm going to make a video on how to use this hoop. So there's going to be a few videos tomorrow. I just couldn't get them all in today, and I didn't want to make one huge long video, and I really wanted to tell you about the sale. So I thought, okay, I'm going to pop in here, tell you about the sale, so you're ready on Tuesday to grab those papers before they're gone. And then I'll make videos on how to do, I'm going to do a video on this because I think it's just gorgeous with that hoop, and just tips on how to use it. And these hoops are really pretty, I have to say. And at first when they came out, I thought, oh, that's going to be bulky, but they're not. They're not bulky. They're really dainty and thin and beautiful. So we'll do a video on this one. I hope you like it. These are so pretty. And then I'm going to do a video. I wanted to show you how to emboss with it in watercolor because that's my fave. So I did a nice little flirty flamingo and then a real red. I wanted to show you how the dies can either cut out the stamped image or you can add a vein like this one. So here's the two different ways. You know, you can cut it out with that. There's a centerpiece that adds the veins. So here you can do just the cutout with the centerpiece. I washi taped them together because I was making a bunch. So you've got stamped on cardstock, stamped and colored, stamped with a vein, all different ways you can do it. There's a cardstock with the vein, and a nice way to get that vein in there that stays really so that you can still see it is I spritzed the cardstock with water first and then ran it through, and that vein kind of comes out better. It works perfectly on gold, but just to get that vein to stay nice on a cardstock piece, just spritz it with water first. Anyway, the dies are super fun, so I'm going to do a video on this one, and this uses the new blending brushes which I want to show you in a video. These are coming out soon, so this is going to be here before you know it. These are awesome, and so I used those to create the backgrounds. So I'm going to do a video on this. So tomorrow there's going to be several. This one. I want to show you how to get the most out of this paper, and so I'm going to do a video maybe on this one. That might be a Facebook Live. That might just be a quickie. And then I might do one on a box because I love boxes. And look at this stamp. This is part of the Poinsettia Petals stamp set. It's this one here. And it says, "Thank you for making this a wonderful season." So how nice would it be to give a gift box to somebody at Christmas time? You know, you've got neighbors who help you out, or, you know, maybe they shovel for you, or you've got, you know, your kid's piano teacher, or a teacher, or, you know, anybody, coworker, somebody who helps make the season nice. So this is a really pretty little, I love that they added a thank you in the holiday season. And so that's pretty, little gift box. And there's also a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a few others. So it's a really complete set, which I love. And then I wanted to do another video on how to make a gift card holder. So we're going to do that. So see how these, you can just make so much. You just keep going and going, which is why I didn't get a video done, because I just kept making, well, let me make one like this. Let me make a gift card holder. Let me make this. And I just kept going and going, and then my whole day's gone. So anyway, really pretty collection, and I wanted to tell you about it as fast as I could because I know that's going to be gone on Tuesday. So that's my guess anyway. Oh, and I also got some in a swap. Here, someone used the velvet on a flower, and then she used the holly velvet here. How gorgeous is that? And this one was Michelle. Oh, I can't see your last name, Michelle. Okay, this is in a swap that I got, and I cannot remember for the life of me her last name. And this is another one I got in a swap. This one was Laura Bardo, and she used a different paper. So, you know, you're not stuck with just the one paper. If that paper's gone and you didn't get it, that's okay. The Flowers for Every Season paper has poinsettias in it. So that's what Laura used here. And then here's another one, and I can't remember who did this one, if it was Nancy or Kim, but here she just embossed, so it's flat. So see how this is like a great mass-produced, and I love how she used silver and gold embossing powder. How perfect for Christmas. And it's, you can easily send this in the mail. It's not going to cost you the mint to put something in the mail, although all of them are pretty flat, I have to say. I don't think any of these would require extra postage except maybe this one. So anyway, gorgeous collection. Check it out on Tuesday, and let me know what you think. Which ones were your favorites? And check back, and hopefully I will get a video or two out on Monday on how to put some of these together. Thanks for watching. Bye.